let's talk about the NBA's luxury tax and two aprons. So these are essentially penalties for teams that excessively spend over the NBA's salary cap. Now this season, the salary cap is set at $136 million, and the luxury tax level is set at just north of $165 million. Now the luxury tax is purely a financial penalty, and at the end of the season, the NBA will take the proceeds from these fines for luxury tax violators and distribute that money to the teams that do not violate the luxury tax. But beyond the luxury tax, within the new CBA, there are two aprons that provide additional penalties. The first penalty is this first apron, which is set at $7 million above the luxury tax level, or this year at about $172 million. Now, within the first apron, it has some severe penalties. For example, instead of doing a typical 125% of salaries when matching in trades, you're actually restricted to 110% salary matching, which makes it more difficult to trade. You also cannot do a sign and trade deal if the incoming salary from the player you're acquiring will keep you above the apron. Also, you cannot sign a player that is waived during the regular season if that incoming salary is above the mid-level exception of $12.2 million. Then there's the second apron, which is $17.5 million over the luxury tax level, or this season at about $182 million. Now, within the second apron, there's even more severe penalties. For example, you cannot use cash in trades. You cannot aggregate salaries in a trade. You cannot use your trade exception. First round picks 7 years in the future are actually frozen and cannot be traded. And if you violate the second apron 3 of 5 years, then your first round pick is actually moved to the end of the first round.